This morning on DC News Now, extreme heat across the region.
We're keeping hydrated and more buckets of ice.
We're keeping you safe ahead of today's triple-digit temps. And massive trees falling on homes across the district. What's next for people living inside? Former President Donald Trump announces his running mate. What you need to know about Ohio Senator J.D. Vance. And picking out the best deals on Prime Day. We're stretching your dollar as the massive sales holiday kicks off.
Swing and a miss.
And hey now, you're an all-star. The two Nationals taking the field in Arlington for this year's Midsummer Classic.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good morning. Well, starting off with a live look outside, we are getting ready for another scorcher today. Temperatures expected to hit triple digits in some parts of the region. You might have to wait till Thursday before we see any break from all of this heat. But thank you for starting your morning with us here at 8 o'clock on a Tuesday. I'm Tanaya Wright.
And I'm Corey James. Good morning to you on this Tuesday.
Tuesday.
Yeah, you just
Only
said Tuesday
Tuesday
too. Good morning to you, though. Shanika, she's going to have the latest on traffic. But let's start things off with Jackie for the forecast. Kind of crazy how we're going from like 100 degrees to like in a couple days, hopefully, like high 80s.
Yeah, we'll take that.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It's a win. And it's also much more seasonable for this time of the year. We're talking about highs near 90. High temperature today, though, we'll see those again into the triple digits. 102 is the high we saw yesterday. And today we could see that again in D.C., which would be the third day in a row of 100-degree plus heat. So just heads up that we could see 3 days in a row of at least 100-degree heat, and that's for DC and other parts of the DMV as well. So again, highs today, excessive heat out there today alongside with that humidity. So there is that excessive heat warning for the I-95 corridor as well as the I-81 corridor, where heat index values could be up to 110, up to 105 for those areas shaded in orange where we do have that heat advisory. Both of these heat alerts go into effect at 11 a.m., continue until 8 p.m. this evening. What about those heat index values right now? It's already feeling like we're into the upper 80s right now in DC, low 90s for Annapolis and Lexington Park. feel like we're into the middle 80s over towards Hagerstown. These are the actual air temperatures. We're into low 80s in DC already, upper 70s for Leesburg and Manassas, already into those 80s for Fredericksburg and Lexington Park. Those dew points are also quite soupy out there already to start on this Tuesday. But I'll have more details and when we have that relief coming in just a few minutes. But Shanika's back with the latest on those roadways. How's it looking at this 8 o'clock hour?
All right. Hey, everyone. You are looking a little bit better out there. We've been really tracking delays in this area all morning long. This is the Capitol Beltway through Prince George's County. You can see more movement out there, especially on the outer loop. The inner loop is a bit slow, and we had about 2 crashes right in the same area, just one on the inner and one on the outer loop. So you're still seeing some residual delays because of that. Again, BW Parkway 95, you're looking good. The ICC, that's Maryland 200, you're all good and clear. Here's the other side of the Capitol Beltway, Montgomery County. This is coming out of the 270 spur. There is a problem blocking the right side. That's right near 355.
Shanika, thank you. People across the DMV, they are waking up to extensive damage after yesterday's storm.
We are seeing fallen trees, destroyed homes, and down power lines in several areas. DC News Now's Liberty Simmons live in Northwest this morning with more on the cleanup in Liberty. We can see that huge tree down beside you.
We are here in Barnaby Woods, where you can see the debris and the broken branches that neighbors are going to have to clean up here. This is where a massive tree just came crashing down onto these power lines. DC Fire and EMS says a total of 10 trees throughout the district came down during this storm. Firefighters were called to several homes just before 6 p.m. Monday for severe weather passing through the region. Callers reported trees on homes and wires down. One tree struck a garage on Sligo Mill Road Northeast. Another struck a house on Stevenson Place Northwest. Firefighters even got a call for a massive tree blocking an entire street. Crews worked with Pepco, Metropolitan Police Department, DC Homeland Security and Emergency Management, as well as the District Department of Transportation's Urban Forestry Division to help. One neighbor in Chevy Chase described the moment the storm blew through his neighborhood.
It came through and all the trees were just bending over basically flat, and then we looked at the window and this tree just sort of flew over and landed in our backyard.
And Pepco says right now in the district, 25 customers are without power. Luckily, no one was injured and no residents had to be displaced. For now, in Northwest D.C., Liberty Simmons, D.C. News Now.
All right, I feel for those neighbors, Liberty. Thank you. Time right now, 8:04. Right now, a heat emergency alert is in place for Montgomery County, Maryland. Officials say this happens when the temperature or heat index is forecast to be 105 degrees or higher for at least 2 days. DC News Now spoke with a woman who says she runs an outdoor clothing stand in Silver Spring. And she says she is doing what she can to run her business and also stay healthy during the extreme heat.
Water, like we're keeping hydrated, and more buckets of ice. I believe that like it's as long as like it's your passion, it doesn't bother you much.
The heat emergency alert is expected to end tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. The county says libraries, swimming pools, recreation centers, and senior centers are places to cool off during normal operating hours. And to avoid heat-related illnesses, here are some tips to consider. Be sure to monitor the forecast before leaving your home. Also, wear light-colored and breathable clothing. And keep an eye on those most vulnerable. We're talking about children, those who are older, and pets.
Your time right now is coming up on 8:06 this morning. The FBI announced it would be leading the investigation into how a gunman got close enough to try to assassinate former President Donald Trump. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas said that at a news conference Monday. While he did pledge his confidence in the Secret Service leadership and personnel, he said finding out what went wrong at Saturday's event is crucial.
Maintaining the safety and security of the president, the former president, and their campaign events is one of our most vital priorities.
Mayorkas also announced that they would be providing independent candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr. with Secret Service protection. And the Republican National Convention is underway, and Trump is already making major announcements.
Yeah, national correspondent Rashad Hudson has the latest from the convention in Milwaukee.
The crowd burst into cheers when Donald Trump and J.D. Vance walked into the convention together. Trump calls Vance a fighter for the people.
America got its first look at former President Donald Trump since the attempted assassination. Delegates erupted in cheers when he arrived at the Republican National Convention and brought his pick for vice president. Ohio Senator J.D. Vance will be Donald Trump's running mate. This afternoon, delegates made Trump's presidential nomination official with the ceremonial roll call of states. The former president, who will officially accept the nomination Thursday, says he rewrote his acceptance speech to focus on unity after surviving the shooting at his Pennsylvania rally. Former presidential candidate Tim Scott, who was on the VP shortlist, says he's all in for the Trump-Vance ticket.
The devil came to Pennsylvania holding a rifle, but an American lion got back up on his feet and he roared.
We expect to hear from former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley tomorrow night to continue the theme of unity. She wasn't originally invited to speak. Reporting in Milwaukee, Rashad Hudson, back to you.
And happening today, the U.S. women's national soccer team is getting ready to play their final game before heading to Paris.
Yeah, they're going to be taking on Costa Rica in a friendly match right here in the district. On Saturday, the team took on Mexico in another friendly, beating them 1-0. Team USA currently the favorite to win gold, winning all 3 matches under their new head coach. We caught up with Coach Emma Hayes after practice yesterday. She says she hopes tonight's matchup will be a jumping-off point for the team to excel in Paris.
We will face a different threat tomorrow, a different challenge, so adapting to that and just keep building the connections.
The match tonight is at 7:30 at Audi Field. Right after the game, all 22 players on Team USA will be recognized in a special send-off ceremony.
And 2 Nationals players are ready to take the field in the MLB All-Star Game tonight. Pitcher Kyle Finnegan is one of them. He made the roster as an injury replacement. Now the right-hander earned the call-up by ranking 2nd in the league in saves. He will join shortstop C.J. Abrams for tonight's Midsummer Classic in Texas. This is their first All-Star appearance.
Your time right now is 8:09 on a Tuesday. High prices at the grocery store hurting families, even though inflation is cooling overall.
Yeah, tips to stretch your dollar when checking out at major stores. We'll have that for you coming up. Plus, still ahead this morning, a Montgomery County family says their cat risked its life to save them from a fast-moving fire.
But first, taking a live look outside. Jackie, what can people expect when they head out on this DMV First Warn Day?
Yeah, out there right now, uncomfortable because of that higher humidity, and we're also going to be tracking more of that dangerous heat too. High temperatures right around the triple digits, and then eventually we'll see some relief later this week. More details on that right after the break.